So I'm with the international best-selling author, David R. Cook, author of How to Be a Great Salesperson by Monday Morning.
By Monday Morning.
And now you're offering a much-anticipated online sales training masterclass. Dave, I'm thrilled to meet you.
Geoffrey, I'm thrilled to meet you. Thank you for having me here.
So I have to ask, you have your very first published book, and it's been chosen as a top 10 must-read book in sales and marketing. You have a ton of positive reviews on Amazon. You're selling thousands of books already. It's now being translated into different languages and sold around the world. These are amazing accomplishments for seasoned publishers and authors, but yet you have it on your very first book. To what do you attribute these amazing accomplishments?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I have 30 plus years of very successful sales experience, I'm blessed to say, okay? I put everything in there. Everything is in the book, it seems. And it's just, people are just taking to it. They're warming up to the book. It's just amazing. And another thing I have to tell you, a funny story. I put my first book, right, and it was out for like 3 months, right? It's out 3 months, And then I get this email, and the email says, "Congratulations, you have been chosen." And I'm thinking, oh, another junk email. My finger was on its way down to delete that email because I thought it was junk email. But it says, "Congratulations, you have been chosen as a top 10 finalist in the best book of 2017, And I'm like, oh my God.
That's great.
I couldn't believe it. And I even checked with some of my book friends. You're like, is this real? My book really chosen for this? They're like, yeah, this is the real deal. So
you have a real passion for teaching other people wonderful strategies and techniques about sales. You've attended hundreds of sales training seminars and workshops over the years. You've given hundreds of them. Mm-hmm. And you've been in the trenches for a long time. And now you're sharing what you've learned over 30 plus years in this online masterclass.
That's right.
So your book seems to have really hit a personal chord with people, and as I know the masterclass will as well. Mm-hmm. I read your reviews, which are outstanding, they all seem to have a common thread, which is that people seem to feel a personal connection with you. Yeah. Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you, the reason why I wrote my book in the first place, right? I read, it was either on Facebook, LinkedIn, I can't remember where I heard this or read this, but it was like everybody should write an autobiography. Everybody should write their own story for their children, so their children know more about them. So I got to thinking about that, and it was like, yes, I have all this knowledge of sales, and I want to share it with my son. And it's like, I want my son to know everything that I know. I don't want to leave this earth thinking there was something I could have told him that could have made his life easier, and I didn't, okay? So when I wrote my book, I wrote it with him in mind. I want him to know all my stuff, right? So it was like I was talking to my son, and I think that adds to the soul of the book, and I think people pick up on that. It just really adds to the soul of the book. So I kind of got lucky there, I think.
Yeah, you got a real mission behind it. So why do you feel sales is so important?
Well, the thing is, with sales, I enjoy sales. I'm an entertainer. I love to perform. That's one thing I really get a kick out of that. But the thing is, I get a big thrill, okay, out of making someone's life easier, okay? If there's something I can do for you, whatever it may be, that would make your life easier, I get a kick out of it. It just makes me feel good, So whenever I'm selling anybody something, and I have always, every place I've ever worked, I've always 100% believe in my product, or I wouldn't be selling that product, okay? But I do. I believe in my products, and I know when I'm talking to someone that my product is going to make their life better. And that it just really sincerely makes me feel good.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting in this day of all things internet, right? Emails and texting and social media, we're awash with information, and yet your personal approach, you really believe there's human beings in sales, and you're providing a great service. Mm-hmm. And of course, you're super excited about your book.
Oh yeah, very much. Very. As a matter of fact, Geoffrey, it's funny you bring that up. It just so happens I have a copy right here.
You don't.
I do.
You do.
What a surprise.
You have a big print version.
Oh, of course I do. For the people who need
bring it?
Larger print, people like myself who need larger print, guess what?
It's perfect. And your online masterclass even upsells that.
I'm telling you, it's a miracle.
It is a miracle. So you have a lot of strategies and techniques you teach. Mm-hmm. What's one of your favorites?
Geez, I'll tell you. I mean, there are so many in the book, But and my book is set up in pretty much chronological order of what one should do to be successful in the sales world. And it starts off with make your customer laugh. That's the most important thing. The most important, forget everything else. Anybody in sales, you're listening to me, whatever it may be, the very first thing you want to do is to get your customer to laugh, because it's a proven fact that if you get someone laughing, they are on your side. They relax. People pay people to make them laugh. They pay millions of dollars. They're like, come here, I'm going to pay you. Make me laugh. I will pay you to make me laugh. People pay comedians millions of dollars. So that's the first thing you want to do, is get your customer laughing. And then when they laugh, they're relaxed. Relaxed people listen. Relaxed people buy. They're open to what you have to say. So that's the first thing, and then everything else after that.
You also teach 3 key ingredients to any sale. What are they?
Well, I'll tell you, the 3 key ingredients to any sale, I call it EBU, okay? EBU, enthusiasm, benefits, and urgency. Those are the 3 key ingredients to any sale. Because enthusiasm, okay, we'll break them down here for a second. Enthusiasm, you have to be excited. You got to get excited, because if you're not excited, why should your customer be excited? You know what I mean? It's why you got to get excited. And another thing, benefits. You have to stress the benefits. Benefits. Because the thing is that people do not buy products and services. They do not buy products and services. What they buy are the benefits they perceive from these products and services. So you're stressing the benefits of your products and services. And then urgency. You have to give your customer a reason to act now, or why should they? Why should they? If you don't give them a reason to act now, I mean, your sale can just go out into la-la land next week, whenever, a month from now, whatever it may be. You got to give them some type of urgency, like, you know, this offer's good till then. If we do this by then, this could happen. You got to have some kind of a little time limit on it, or like I say, it'll just go off into infinity. It'll dissipate. It will go away. Urgency. Urgency separates the stars from the superstars.
Well, your goal is to create a lot of superstars. So I think in the line of urgency, let's get going. Not delay any longer. Get right into the masterclass. Dave, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Your success is well deserved and well earned. You're a breath of fresh air in the industry, bringing that much needed personal touch. And for that, I thank you.
I thank you, Geoffrey, and thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.